Hello, my name is Matthias Kavodik. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Age of Ultron issues 4, 5, and 6. And as I mentioned in the previous video that I did on the first part of this crossover, I think it's worth reading. The first time I read it, it really didn't work for me. I didn't get what Bendis was going for with the story, especially the big plot twist in the middle that we're going to cover today. But over the years, I went back and reread it a couple times. I've warmed up to it each time more and more. Now I think it's a pretty cool story. I like how it sort of sets up Hickman's Avengers and that whole big story arc with the collapse of the multiverse. So let's get back to where we left off in the previous video. So Luke Cage takes She-Hulk as an offering to Ultron. This seems to be a thing with Ultron. If you take another hero to him, he spares your life. Obviously, this is a ruse. They're doing this to get into Ultron's main base, get all the intel that they can get, and see if they can find anything that gives them an upper hand. But what they discover is that Ultron is not actually running the show. It's actually Vision. He's a puppet, and Ultron is sending the commands from the future and using Vision as a means to control all the drones. And it sort of really plays on the fact that Vision is like Ultron's last-ditch plan. If everything else fails, Vision is basically just a Trojan horse. He activates something within Vision's programming, and he becomes full-on evil, destroys everything. So Luke Cage, when he realizes the situation, he makes a run for it. Sadly, She-Hulk gets killed. And what happens from this point on in the story is that there are many groups of Avengers scattered across the United States, and they decide to all go to Savage Land, try to regroup, hatch up a plan to take down Ultron once and for all. There they do cross paths with Luke Cage, and well, they get the news that Ultron is actually in the future. Very conveniently, Kazar takes all the Avengers to a secret hideout that Nick Fury has in Savage Land, where Nick has been amassing all these weapons that are super tied to Marvel's lore, all the super powerful stuff. He's got them, especially Doctor Doom's time machine. So what happens is the Avengers decide to go into the future, take the fight to him. And here's where the story starts getting to that plot twist that didn't work for me at first, is while the Avengers go into the future, Wolverine stays behind. And he actually decides to go into the past and kill Hank Pym. And like, you do understand the logic. You kill Hank Pym, he's not going to create Ultron. What can happen? But this is a character that has lived and gone through situations where time travel has really messed up things. So one would think Wolverine sort of has experience with this, but no, he decides to go to the past, go kill Hank Pym. He's actually tailed by Sue Storm, the last surviving member of the Fantastic Four. And so, and this is like one of the few pages that I just despise. Wolverine just goes back in time, and luckily Nick Fury just arrives with his flying car. Wolverine decides to steal it. It feels very convenient. So while the Avengers are in the future and fail miserably, Wolverine, going to the past, kills Hank Pym, and basically this sort of sparks the collapse of the multiverse, because Wolverine breaks time now, and then we're going to talk about in the next video how he breaks time again. Like, Wolverine does this totally blockheaded thing. It just puts everything in jeopardy. But this sort of puts things into motion into the collapse of the multiverse. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so I'm going to leave this video here. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.